Okay, let's talk about parent privilege. Society, we need to do better than this. We need to stop acting like parents are above everything. And we need to stop coming up with excuses trying to talk about why our toxic parents, are always misunderstood. I can't say nothing without my mom without people coming up with an excuse on why she's misunderstood and why it's justified and why it's innocent. Like, no, it ain't. How she treats me is how she feels about me. Okay? It takes more than hugs and kisses to prove that you love somebody. Compassion. I didn't grow up with no compassion. I get whoopings, I get yelled at, I get all of the smoke. It gets me. I didn't get no compassion. I get physical fights. Uh, I grew up with anxiety because of that. Because my parents are the first people. My mom is the first person my mom is the first person to make a big deal out of every mistake that I've made. Now, growing up with anxiety, I make a big deal out of every mistake I made. Like, can we please stop coming up with excuses to why our parents are always misunderstood and why we haven't realized? No, okay? I don't care. None of that stuff is love. Whooping your kids is not love. They're not teaching the lesson. Okay, we learned that on our own. God taught us a lesson. They were just whooping us out of anger issues. And they need anger management classes. We need to stop making excuses for every toxic thing that our parents does. Everything our parents do don't need an excuse. And like, you don't know exactly. And even if you, like, society needs to stop acting like they don't know what it's like to be kids. Like, adults nowadays, and I'm talking about older adults nowadays need to stop acting like they don't know what it's like to be a kid. And it's not just only older adults. I'm talking about adults my age. You know very well how traumatizing it is to see a belt. Why why do you think it's okay to inflict on your kid? Like, why do you think it's okay to inflict that stuff on your kid? Like, why do you want, like, you didn't like how your parents treated you. You didn't like how your parents treated you as a kid. Why do you have to be your parents? Why you gotta be as toxic as your parents to your kids? That does not make any sense. The dumbest thing about parents is, like, how do I say this? They be making your childhood a living hell, but when you get older and inflicting that trauma onto your kids, they get really pissed at you for it. Your parents be whooping you as a child, but they get mad when you be whooping your kids. Like, dude, they got it from you. You was a trash parent. Okay, you was a bad parent, like, from the very beginning. Don't act like your kids didn't get those toxic traits from you. You're not perfect.